Hey, hello everybody. My name is Azizai. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Azizai. Yesterday, we finished the groundwork for this Canal district. And I just wanted to make a short video to kind of show you how it all filled out today. We streamed again today. And we kind of, we finished it up. I think we did a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with it. It was kind of frightening laying down that much, stuff and not really having an idea of what we're going to do with it all. But it turned out pretty nice. First thing to show off is the kind of like the Center Island entertainment district, if you will. We started off, I ended up placing an amusement park in the middle. Ended up looking really cool. It being really compact. But I kind of fit it all in and kind of filled in with some of those, circus squares or whatever. So it all kind of looks like one piece. We're not making $1 on this, mainly because your entrance is there. The rest of the pieces are on the street. So I reduced ticket prices to 0. And this is just kind of like a city supported fun time. Like, probably never make any money on it, but if people come here to hang out, maybe they'll stay at one of our fine established hotels. So this is the hotel side, specialized district, commercial district, with a bunch of cool hotels and some fancy eateries. And the idea of this whole thing was to have kind of a ferry base. So it's got its own ferry for this island. This is the only one that services this island specifically, but there's a lot of walkways to get around and a couple of pathways for cars and stuff. So they're not totally bound by walking. There's another ferry path over here, which kind of worked out. In fact, here comes the ferry here. We ended up converting this piece over here to a kind of a natural grocer and a fish market. So like Whole Foods and stuff like that. It's a special commercial segment. And then we put the fish market there too, because we end up making a fish industry area. So we have 2 docks. It turns out in this area we could catch salmon on the coasts and tuna in the deeper body of water. We're not going to talk about how this is a natural river, and neither of those, well, I guess salmon could. Not really, but maybe salmon does natural stuff too. I don't know. So we got that. We have a canned fish factory, and then hopefully they're exporting quite a bit of the goods to our fish market here. And then the other half of the Center Island I forgot to mention is kind of the entertainment / nightlife district. So comedy clubs. I think it ends up being a lot of gyms, arcades, stuff like that. So the next thing in line is the other Center Island, which is 100% residential. There's a few parks in here just to keep people happy. We didn't spend a whole lot of time decorating, probably could have, but honestly, we were so eager just to get everything down and running. We kind of put some lazy plazas down, which actually doesn't look bad. I think we could have spent a little more time on this part, but this is probably where half the population exists. Not a whole lot of traffic, a lot of people walking, a lot of sidewalks to walk on, so that's all very effective. And then they have 2 pathways to the end of this island, and then there's 2 ferries. So we'll go ahead and get distracted and talk about those real quick. The one ferry is the train line, so it goes from here, goes counterclockwise, comes over to our train and ferry hub, if you will. So that's the ferry lot there, a nice little walkway, and this is a train which allows inter-city travel as well as connection to the main city. We found a glaring issue with our train network in that the hub I'd made in center of town is currently accepting like 4 intra-city trains in addition to all the other trains that are going through there. So when I tried to get this 5th one in, the whole world collapsed. Like the train, no train would go anywhere. So currently we're kind of cheating. We're putting this train with another train station we've got, and we're just kind of piggybacking off it. And in fact, that's what I called this train line. It's the piggyback train line. But a lot of people are using it still, so it's totally fine. And that's that ferry. The other ferry at this station is this guy here. And that guy is the one that goes to this line here. And he also goes from there to this far one that kind of services this natural market and the east side of this whole district, if you will. So while we're over on this side, I'll show you our green district, if you will. All the greenhouses, you know, all the natural, I forget, I guess it was the green DLC. They introduced all this very cool looking small houses, windows, grasses on the roof, solar panels, very pretty uniform looking houses. I really like them. We also added some green high density buildings, and they look very cool too. They have rooftop gardens. They have grass growing down there. I guess it's probably not, it's probably vines or something, but it has some kind of greenery on the side of the building, and they look really cool. And we kind of made it symmetrical, so we put one over here. And then the commercial zone in this area, we did the natural grocers again to kind of make it like a wharf, kind of like San Francisco's got one. I want to say either Washington DC or possibly somewhere in that area they've got a wharf too, with this kind of idea of natural goods. And we have a little office district in the middle too, because why not, you know. The rest of it is kind of a hodgepodge of just buildings and stuff. So tried to keep most of the commercial on the avenue so that delivery trucks had it easy, and then just regular houses behind there. We kind of have like a wellness area here. We got our big hospital, elder care, health care, child care. There's a sauna. There's the yoga mat. You know, our high school and our gymnasium are over here. Just kind of like the personal well-being area, I guess. And then we did some kind of apartments back there because I kind of wanted a different layer of buildings, so we put those over there. And then we ended up going nuclear for power because I didn't have a nuclear plant on there, and it seemed kind of appropriate to have such an abundance of water with something that's going to need all that cooling. And then somehow we ended up with the perfect square for 4 recycling centers, and it kind of made a cool like star thing. This just happened. I was just placing it. I'm like, well, what if this will all work? And it totally did. It's very cool. What else do we got? The other side's kind of the same as the other side. Lots of houses. We kind of splattered some more schools and medical around just because the coverage wasn't quite complete. There's a lot of people here. I think we got something like an influx of 15 to 20,000 people when we finished these zones. Traffic seems to be doing fine. People actually using the ferries, which I was extremely happy. I was kind of nervous that people just end up walking everywhere, but it kind of worked out. The water level ended up sinking down for some reason. Not real sure why. I tried adding a third water outlet over here, and it's just not keeping up. I guess I could add one more, but honestly, I don't know how realistic the ferry drop-off is going to be. People just, they rappel down, and it is what it is. And also, when the ferries come to pick off, they get like a log ride water splash thing, which is cool. Or not cool. It's super not realistic, but hey, I just made canals where water wasn't, so how realistic it would really be in here. A lot of fun. So I'll get down to street level. We'll kind of tool around a little bit. I'm just get a feel. The walkways are pretty well used. I think I did a good job of keeping everybody off the streets so they kind of get where they need to go relatively easily. Considering there's not a whole lot of streets onto the main path, I think it turned out all right. So this is the Canal District in my stream. I'll put some titles and stuff in front of you, but I Twitch every weekend, City Skylines usually. This is US Central Standard Time, about 7 or 8 a.m. to around noon. You know, convert that as you will be. Trying to kind of keep a YouTube thing going, try to expand my player base a little bit, try to get some more friends in, try to get some people to chat with. So appreciate you hanging out, watching my video. I'll put links in the description. Thanks very much. Have a good day, guys. All right, how's it going, everybody? No. This is harder than I thought it was going to be.